Good news for the Falcons as Cordarrelle Patterson named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for his efforts in the game in the win over Seattle. Starting to get a little bit of national love, a little national recognition. But in reality, again, as I said yesterday, that award should go to Arthur Smith. Really should. I mean, Cordarrelle Patterson is probably out of work right now if it wasn't for Arthur Smith. And I don't say that like necessarily as a pejorative against Cordarrelle Patterson because I think he's always been a talented player. But nobody would have found this role for him other than Arthur Smith. In the last 2 years that he's been able to use him, um, and the way he's been able to use him, tell you all you need to know about the coaching staff. And that's it. I mean, there is no way that Cordero Patterson is doing this for any other coach other than Arthur Smith. Maybe Kyle Shanahan. But the Falcons scheme, their blocking, the way they go about things, that's why Patterson is the third leading rusher in the NFL with 302 yards. Twice this year, he's set career highs for rushing. Once in week one against New Orleans, and then against Sunday in Seattle. That's why I said continually, run this dude into the ground. I don't care. Run him into the ground. Use him, squeeze every last ounce of juice out of that lemon. And I'm not calling him a lemon, but you get the analogy. Just get as much out of him as you can. I'd be surprised if he lasts and holds up all 17 games. I'd be more shocked about that than anything. But what I do think is that using him in that manner as often as you can is the reason why the Falcons can continue to be in games, stay competitive, because running the football is so, so critical, not only to most team success, but particularly Arthur Smith's team success and the way the scheme sets up for what he wants to do. I mean, that is in a nutshell why Arthur Smith really has changed the scope of this Falcons offense. And something I want to get into tomorrow, and I saw this stat, and I have to do some more research on it, but this is going to be really interesting because, um, the big plays this year through 3 weeks, the Falcons are like top 10 or top 7, I think they are overall in big plays, both in the run game and the pass game. And that's something that, good offenses do. And I need to go back and look, but I need to look at what Arthur Smith did for Tennessee with big plays and how he was able to handle it and what made them so successful from an offensive standpoint and how that's starting to show up with the Falcons. I do know this much as I'm pulling up some of this stuff right now as we're talking here, but um, the amount of big plays that they were able to execute last year was nil, right? And this year already, it is starting to become a little bit more of a factor for them. So I got to do a little bit more research on it, but I think it's something that's incredibly pivotal when you talk about explosive plays and the metrics that they use and everything else, and how it works. And I think Arthur Smith is really, really good at that. And that's something that's going to be a big part of it. Also, updated news for the Falcons as they get ready for Sunday. Myles Garrett's going to be questionable. He was in a car accident, for those who didn't follow this. And they're listing him right now, I think, as questionable. But he may not play on Sunday. If he doesn't play, that is a huge lift for the Falcons and their ability to win this thing. Don't think so? Go check out Pittsburgh's defense without TJ Watt in there and let me know what you see. Huge difference. That is a major, major play for the Falcons if he is not in the lineup. Like that is something that can literally affect the outcome of the game and should affect the outcome of the game if he can't go. We don't know the status yet 100%. He could feel better by Sunday. It's only Wednesday. Still got Thursday and Friday. You'll know if he practices on Friday in some size, way, shape, or form, how he is. But the Browns may turn around and say in favor of a longer season, let's not rush him back right now. Let him rest 1 week against a team that many perceive may be offensively inept, even though the Falcons are not, and see if they could try to sneak by with a win. That may be the case, but that's a big deal if he's not going to be in the game. All right, that'll do it for us today here on this Wednesday edition of A to Z. Again, give me a follow on Twitter at Mark Zinno. Follow the entire network at Locked On ATL. Check out all the shows on Locked On Sports Atlanta, A to Z, Hitting Harder with John Chuckery, ATL Day Ones, as well. The Braves Postcast, Locked On Falcons, Locked On Hawks, all the great content here. Don't forget, we're on Roku TV on your Amazon Fire Stick. So if you get Roku TV or however you get Roku TV, make sure you check out Locked On Sports Atlanta every day there as well. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give a thumbs up to all the content, and we certainly appreciate all the love and support you guys have given us here at Locked On ATL every single day. Back tomorrow with another edition of A to Z. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Don't take any crap from anybody. See ya.